So having God's provision and resource does you no good if you die early and you get sick, and that's no good. But the Lord satisfies it with long life. I remember in Genesis 6:3, and it says, "In the days of a man's life shall be 120 years." I've been holding on to that promise because people say, "Well, you're getting old. You're 64 years old." I said, "No, I'm just barely a middle-aged man. I'm just barely finished the first half." I said, "I'm aiming for 120, so, I'm not old." I remember I was working on my old Jeep. God has supernaturally preserved my Jeep. I've got 407,000 miles on my 1998 Jeep Cherokee. And one day I couldn't get it fixed. It just wouldn't start. It was an electrical problem. And a friend of mine from Bible study, Kent and Christy Glessner, said, "I know an old mechanic that can fix anything." So I called him up, and he came over to my house because I couldn't get the Jeep to him. It wouldn't move. And his name was Randy. And he was preaching to me. He's an old preacher. And I said, this Jeep is pretty old. Maybe I just need to take it to the scrapyard and believe God for another vehicle. And this man was in his 80s. He said, "Well, I'm old and I still work." And that stuck with me. Just because we're getting on in years does not mean that we should be unhealthy or weak or whatever. God should give us a long, healthy life.